Hi guys, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on for my next collages and the latest round of my Harvesting Glue series. So here are some of the pages that I may or may not use for my collages. Now I did do a larger collage, but I lost the video for it. Apologies for that. So I am starting off with this smaller one that I did afterwards. Now, there was a car on the stage of that background piece, and I had cut, there were people that were sitting on the car, and I wanted to use one of those people in the last collage that I'll show you today. So I cut them out there, but I really like the background, so I did want to use that as well. So I'm just trimming it down so it will fit onto one of the pages in my smaller collage pad there. And I've got a plain piece of purple background that I grabbed off of another page. I was using the SA Life magazine for this round. And you probably, if you watch my harvesting of that magazine, I would have talked about Hans a lot. And I really wanted to use him in something, and I really like the thought of adding him to this background. So I thought I would stick him. I left the front of the car there. You can see all the headlights and that. And it's sort of like a bar that is standing behind there. And I'm using that plain purple piece that I grabbed just to fill in the background hole there. So this is a really simple collage, but I just wanted to use Hans somewhere and the purple background. So quick and easy one. The other one I did was bigger and had a bit more in it. But as I said, I cleaned up all these files on my computer, and I must have cleaned them up as well, so they were lost. Which does happen sometimes. So I'm just sticking the background there underneath. Now it's ready to stick down to the page. So I try and get a good coat of glue here, or else you do get bubbles. Bits sticking up. That's why I go over it so much with my stick glue. I still always have little bubbles here and there, but it doesn't really matter too much. So I do have some words to stick down, and I'll add them to complete this collage. Now there is a link to a playlist where I'm adding all of these, so if you want to have a look at all the harvest sessions and the collages that I've made previously, you can head on over and check that out. So we'll start with this one. This one was so much fun. I had the picture of the road, which I really loved. And then I did have a page that had your safari animals on, or 2 pages. So I grabbed some of those that I thought might fit, and then I hunted through and found some of the cards that I thought might fit. And yeah, it was heaps and heaps of fun. So there were words down the bottom that I wanted to cover up, so I used that card to cover those up. It didn't cover up all the words, but I don't mind the on the road because it is a picture with the road in it. And then I found the words immerse yourself in the wild, which is what the cards seem to be doing. So lots and lots of fun. I may even add to these collages in the future when I'm hunting through other pages and that I've got. If I find something that I think might go, then I can stick it on. I don't ever consider them finished, really. A bit like my journals. So put that one to the side, and then the second one I did was this, which was a really simple one in the fact that there weren't many pieces. It wasn't so simple to get him situated where I wanted him with my stick glue. I always have issues with that stuff. But this was so much fun to make this one. There was a picture with some people in the middle of this sitting in a car. Now I wanted to use one of the people for my next collage that I'm going to do with you guys. So I had cut them out, but I really love this background so much, and I thought Hans, if you saw my harvest session, you'd know I found all these purple pieces and I kept going on about Hans. So had to use him somewhere, so I stuck him in the mouth. And I really love the front of the car there with the lights and that being a flashy dashboard for him to stand behind. So, and then I just cut the words "get with it" out of some other words that I had here. Thought that would do. I was debating whether to do a night at the theatre, which I could have done both, but I just saw this and I like the words "get with it," so I added those. And yeah, I love it. So not many pieces, but I really enjoyed making that one, and I love the colours and that in it. So, and yeah, he looks like he's in pole position there, just everyone around him looking at him with adoration. So that was so much fun. Yeah, so I do have, as I said, one more collage that I want to do, which I think will be a fun one. It's going to be a bit fiddly. So this is the collage that I've made. This is my final one for that harvest session. So I'll move on to another magazine or book or something for the next one. I did want to get out my Daphne's Diary glue book because I haven't played in that for ages. So we'll probably do that one next. Really loved this one. It was heaps of fun. I was debating whether to leave the background page as is or whether to fussy cut the food and that out and put it on a plainer background so the people stood out more, which I think would have looked really cool too. But as I'm just using pages out of that one magazine, there weren't any plain pages. I wasn't sure if I'd find something that I liked, so I thought I would just leave it as is with the background that's on there. Might actually add to this in the future with other bits and pieces that I have. Maybe a bird or something would look cool flying around. But yeah, lots and lots of fun making that one. So I hope you enjoyed that. So take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.